Hey, Wolf, how you doing today?
Hey, Dustin, how's it going?
It's great. It's great to be speaking with you.
Same here, same here. Early in the morning, but anytime is good for metal.
Absolutely. Well, Wolf, I want to ask you, the new Accept album is out now, The Rise of Chaos. Definitely a great album. What are the listeners in store for with this one if they haven't heard it yet?
Well, I guess if you haven't been under a rock and for the last 40 years, you might have heard of Accept at some point. And if you know what we're all about, then I guess you won't be disappointed. I think it's typical Accept heavy metal stuff as you would expect it, only with brand new songs and better than ever.
Yeah, after 40 years, I mean, the stuff is still strong. Has your songwriting style changed at all over the years, or is it kind of the same process as it always has been?
Really, it hasn't changed that much over the years. It's Peter and I still start with trading off riffs and licks and start building the songs like we did all these years ago. Really, that's where it always starts, the two of us getting together in a room, making some first demos, and then the other guys join us over time as the songs progress. Yeah, so really the tools have changed, but the process has not.
Yeah, I know you guys have a couple new members in the group this time around for this new album. Does that kind of give you, maybe like a shot in the arm, I guess you could say, playing with some new guys?
Yeah, it definitely does, especially when we go on tour and when we play live. That makes a huge difference, having new guys, fresh blood, so to say, in the band. That's great, and we've got a great camaraderie in the band right now, a great team together. So, yeah, we're feeling really energized.
And I got to say, the new singer, Mark, is a great fit for the band. I know it's always kind of a gamble, I guess, for an established band to change singers, but, after Udo Dirkschneider left, those albums you've put out with Mark have been, I think, your highest charting albums ever.
Yeah, they have been. I can't believe it's almost been 10 years or 8 years now that we've been making records with Mark. This is album number 4, and we also made a live album. So we've been really cranking these new albums out, and a lot of fans tell us this new era of Accept is stronger than ever, even stronger than a lot of the stuff we've done in the 80s, which makes us really, really proud, yeah. To me, it doesn't really feel like a new singer anymore, but of course he has been. He replaced Udo 8 or 10 years ago.
Well, yeah, even after 40 years, Accept the new album, The Rise of Chaos. I mean, it's heavier than a lot of the younger guys out today. So, I mean, you guys obviously still got your stuff down.
Well, we try. If you like what you do, it doesn't really feel like we're that conscious of what exactly we're doing. We're just going out there, making the best we can, making the best songs, and we're just having fun. So it's really hard to even judge new songs compared to others or whatever. We just do what we do and have fun doing it.
Well, Wolf, I know Accept has always been big, obviously, in Germany and over in Europe, but what was it like for you guys when you finally kind of cracked it in the U.S. here and made it big?
Yeah, especially in the 80s, the U.S. was the land of milk and honey, so to say. It was where everybody wanted to be. That's where all the big names toured for months and months, and that's where we wanted to tour. It was always our big dream as a German band to finally come over to the U.S. and start touring here and getting recognition. So when we finally did in the 80s, around the time that we released Balls to the Wall, it was really a dream come true. And I still remember those days. It was amazing. Nowadays, it's so much more diversified. We go to, especially to South America and Russia and all these countries that traditionally, back in those days, we didn't even think of. But, now we're actually a worldwide touring act. But, of course, we always come back to the U.S., and especially since I personally live here for all these years, it's almost home shows when we play U.S. shows at this point.
Well, it does seem like you mentioned some of the countries in South America and around the world. It's almost like it is the 1980s there as far as the metal scene goes. Those fans are real passionate about it.
It really is. It really is. I mean, when you come down there and you see all these long-haired guys with their denim vests and their, the outfits, it really looks like 1980s in certain places. And they're really crazy in these South American countries. We tour a lot in, Brazil, Argentina, Peru, you name it, all these countries. It's fantastic.
I got to imagine after all these years, just the makeup of the crowd, you must be seeing people of all ages out there down in the pits.
We really do. It's really a multi-generational thing. we just came back from playing Wacken, the biggest metal festival in the world in Germany, and there was about 80,000 people there. And I tell you, man, there was people of all ages. It's no longer like a rebellion thing for the youth. It's really like, you know, grandfathers or fathers at least, and their sons, and everybody's coming together. It's a family affair at this point. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is awesome. And I know, Wolf, the new Accept album, The Rise of Chaos, out now, and you guys have been touring. You just had a solo album out not long ago as well. So, I mean, you're keeping busy these days.
Hey, yeah, I really have. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I made that also. It came out last year. It's been another example of my love for classical music. I basically take classical music and metal it up with, you know, electric guitar and drums and everything, and that's a lot of fun. And I actually performed some of this stuff at the Wacken show as well. It's called Headbanger Symphony, and that's always been a hobby and a passion of mine. So, yeah, I'm very proud of that album as well.
Yeah, I think some of that classical stuff, when you start to break it down, it's almost like it was the heavy metal of its day in a way.
It was. It really was. Certainly was. And we've always been very sort of traditionally influenced, or a lot of our songwriting has elements of classical music in it, and I didn't really realize it to the full extent until we just now played at Wacken with a symphony orchestra, and I realized how great our Accept songs actually sound when they're played with an orchestra. It makes you realize what a strong connection there is between metal and classical music.
Well, I know you guys have played a couple dates around the States here. Do you have some more dates lined up, or maybe another leg of the tour in the works?
Yes, we actually do. We're coming to, let's see, where are we going to be? We're going to be in L.A., going to be in St. Charles, all in September. St. Charles, Illinois, Pasadena, California, and in Houston, Texas. Only a few shows because we've got to go other places like Japan and Australia, but along the way we'll make some stops here in the U.S. Oh, I should mention the website if you're actually interested in tour dates. Check it out at acceptworldwide.com.
Awesome. Again, The Rise of Chaos, a great album, and it's been great talking with you today. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Dustin. Great talking with you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.